Hola, queridos. I am thrilled today to be at Shell Shock Records 3 with the one and only Shelly Lares.
Hello, welcome to my home away from home.
We're in your drum room. Is that what you call this?
This is the drum room. This is where we cut vocals. This is where I've recorded most of the instruments from all genres. Even mariachis recorded in here, some ensembles. Yeah, this is the little place right here.
So for somebody who may be living under a rock in Texas or the United States, tell us why we know the name Shelly Lares.
Ever since the age of 10, I started professionally recording and touring and playing with, I started with Hot Tamales, the Orquesta Hot Tamales here in San Antonio. And after 4 years, I branched out on my own. I got a younger group of guys because we were, a generation, you bring different, you want to implement different stylistics now into your music. So, and then I went off on my own, got signed to my first record contract at 17. And then ever since then, I toured all over the United States, Mexico, all over the other side of the world.
Yeah.
And was signed to independent label, to Sony. And then I finally started Shell Shock Records 3 in 2012 for myself. I wanted to learn that side of the business. And I stepped off the road on my 40th year because there were other aspirations that I had. I mean, I wanted to work in hospice. That was a big one. And I wanted to continue mentoring and producing artists. I eventually wanted my studio, but that wasn't on in the top of the list when my retirement came. It's been I've been off the road for 3 years, but I'm still very active in the music industry and especially mentoring and recording music of all genres.
One of those roles that you're serving as a mentor is the first artist in residence at UT San Antonio.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I didn't even know what that was. I have to thank Dr. Glenn Martinez for hounding me, as I always say it in a loving way. He was after me before I got off the road. He knew I was going to be retiring and not touring anymore. That's what I mean. I have so many people come on my social media and like, I thought you're retired. I'm like, yes, I'm not touring anymore every weekend. He was adamant that he wanted me to be the first artist in residence. And I actually had to call my baby cousin, who's a professor at one of the other universities here in San Antonio. And I was like, what is artist in residence? And he was like, oh, it's this and this. I'm like, okay. So I accepted the role. And the goal, I think, for Dr. Glenn Martinez is, of course, to continue to expand the Latin music side. But Tejano music, for me, was on the top of the list, as well as for him. I kept telling Dr. Martinez, let me just plant the seeds within the students, within the UT community here in San Antonio. And let us show them what we're about, how important our genre is in San Antonio. And that it's our culture, it's who we are, and we think that students want to learn about it. 3rd year, and here we are, started the very first Tejano ensemble.
That's so exciting. And what has been the reaction from the students?
Well, people are still just barely finding out about it, students even, because I'm really new to like how they do things at the university, like when they make the announcement of when you can sign up. Yeah. So like I didn't know all of that first. And I also teach the class with Michael Acevedo, who's the director of Mariachi Los Paisanos there at UT San Antonio. So he's the one that told me, Shelly, we don't have any students signing up for the Tejano ensemble. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, we don't have anyone. And I'm like, well, when did they open? Like, he's like, and he told me, I was like, well, shoot, can I announce it? He goes, yeah. So as soon as I started announcing it, we started getting students signing up immediately. And the reaction has been incredible. To see students have this, it's very refreshing to see their love and passion and curiosity about it and love for it. And especially coming from students who are so gifted, they're gifted musicians. They play numerous instruments, each one.
Wow.
It's so funny because they're learning that, yes, they can read these other genres, but Tejano is a feel. It's something that cannot really be taught, but I think the more that you're around it, you kind of start to also have that passion and that feel for it. But they are just, and I try to educate them as well on how it began and where it originated from conjunto music. And I teach them about some of the artists that came before us, and they're loving it. Like I have one female in the whole ensemble. She's a trumpet player. but her family and her from Peru. So like for her to show this whole different, fresh, like, I want to learn about Tejano and the genre. She says stylistically, it's not too far off from what she knows.
Interesting.
There's just a little bit of a different feel. But I mean, we never realized how blendable all different genres are and styles. So yeah, they're loving it. I have 14 students, and they're just all we have a blast in class. We have fun, and that's what it's about.
As somebody who started listening to Tejano in the 90s,
okay,
I can only, for me, I'm like, wow, that'd be super exciting to learn Tejano music from Shelly
Yes,
Lares.
oh my gosh.
Do they understand that?
Yeah, yes. So a lot of them understand that we didn't have a school to go to play it, let alone learn about it. And then play along with other icons,
right?
You know,
right?
And learn from someone like myself that also contributed to, you know, the Tejano progressive sound as I did in the 90s. Yeah, it's just everyone's telling me that. I get that a lot on my social media from musicians who are like, man, I wish we would have had that. Man, I wish we had that. But that's what it's about. It's about what could we provide for potential artists and potential musicians that want to be in this genre and then want to contribute to Tejano. You know, I think the more we have, and we're not the only ones. I mean, we have the Conjunto program at Texas State University, and we have like Selena classes at UT San Antonio and at, I want to say, San Diego State. But we are the first full Tejano ensemble, which means we do implement stylistics of conjunto, orquesta, and Tejano progressive.
One of the ways that you're promoting this music is what I've been holding in my hand.
Sonidos de San Antonio.
Sonidos de San Antonio. This is a big deal.
It's a big deal. One of the things that I prayed on was I wanted to start an annual fiesta or pre-fiesta event at UT San Antonio, for UT San Antonio, because I felt like during Fiesta, so many other universities and so many people do so many things, functions during Fiesta. And I think since Shrimp Fest, UT San Antonio really didn't have anything big happening. And so here we are. Okay, how can I combine doing it for the university, for scholarships, also showcasing Sonido Tejano, which is the name of the Tejano ensemble, and Mariachi Los Paisanos? What could we do? So I brought the idea to Dr. Glenn Martinez, and I said, I really want to do this concert annually. And he's like, okay, for scholarships? Yes, for scholarships. So here we are. Yes, April 15th, we're kicking off Fiesta. We're right before Fiesta at Empire Theater here in San Antonio, Texas. It's going to feature Mariachi Los Paisanos. They're opening the show. Sonido Tejano, the Tejano ensemble. But the best part about it is that they are backing up Little Joe, Ruben Ramos, Santiago Jimenez Jr., Patsy Torres, Ram Herrera, Sunny Sauceda, and myself. They are actually going to be backing up the innovators of these songs that they've learned, the actual artists of the music that they're learning from.
Wait, so what do you mean by backing up?
They're the group. All of these artists are coming on with my Tejano ensemble and they're backing them up musically.
That's so cool.
It's not like Ruben's bringing his band or Little Joe's bringing his band. No, Little Joe's coming, Ruben's coming. All of these amazing artists are coming, and our Sonido Tejano and Mariachi Los Paisanos are backing them up, or actually playing the music while they sing.
That is, okay, that's new to me. I didn't understand that.
That's what everyone is thinking. No, this is the reality of it. This is like where my class is like, and they'll ask me, God, Miss Shelly, are they going to come rehearse? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay. You know, they're like, they're beside themselves right now because, I mean, I'm telling them, do y'all understand that y'all are history in the making right now? The first ever Tejano ensemble at UT San Antonio, at this prestigious college that's so amazing and is allowing us to bring in our culture. It's just unreal. I pinch myself still every day. We've been working really hard in class. You know, getting all the details down, especially some of these songs because they're so intricate.
Right.
And I think that's what they're learning because that's what Michael Acevedo's so good at. He reads music and writes charts music. I can't read music to save my life. I'm more on I can hear what they're not playing right. I can teach with the feel. So now that I think they're understanding how intricate, and they have this whole different sense of appreciation for the genre, because, most people, I think if you're not documenting it, if you're not really studying it, then you're not going to respect it. You see what I'm saying? I think the less people know about it, the less they're going to care about it.
Right.
Yeah. And I think now we're like putting it in people's faces, like, this is who we are, this is what we do. Because I think any jazz player, and some of my students are jazz musicians.
Interesting.
That come in, they're like, wow, these are jazz chords that are in like a Ram song or in a Little Joe song. But Tejano music to me is a force to be reckoned with, in my honest opinion, as far as how we compose it, how we play it, how we represent it. And I think it needs to be on a stage like Empire Theater. I think It needs to be in front of millions of people's faces, understanding, because up to this time, most people just relate Tejano music to Selena. And it's amazing because she's a huge contributor. And even her music, if you really study it, was so intricate and beautiful, beautifully written, right? And arranged. But there have been so many other pioneers before I came, that really brought something to the table. Even people who don't speak Spanish are wanting to be part of this ensemble.
Yeah.
I had a student who's Filipino. And then I had a student who's Anglo, who's white, who's like, I don't understand Spanish, but I love Tejano.
Yeah.
I just like the way it sounds.
Yeah.
I want to learn it. And I'm like, see, just let the music speak for itself.
Right.
Just let the music move people as it moves people. Let it move through the students as it wants to move through the students. And that's what music is. It's such a beautiful gift from God. And it's something I don't take lightly. I love my role as artist in residence. I love my role as director of the Tejano Ensemble. I love my role as music activity coordinator for hospice. Everything in me is just music, but this is how God built me. And we just need to let the music be. Yeah. And if we can give it opportunities for students like this, then man, kudos to UT San Antonio. We hope you guys come out, show support. April 15th, Empire Theater, Sonidos de San Antonio, Mariachi Los Paisanos, Sonido Tejano, Little Joe, Ruben Ramos, Santiago Jimenez Jr., Patsy Torres, Ram Herrera, Sunny Salceda, yours truly, Shelly Lares. It's going to be a night to remember. Come and join us, guys.
I can't wait.
I can't either.